family members. It is indeed Super Sunday because history awaits the India women's cricket team today because India versus South Africa, the big final in the Women's World Cup. It's going to take place at 2:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. will be the toss. It'll be very interesting to see what Harmanpreet Kaur does because the last two finals that India played in 2005 and 2017, they lost while chasing. DY Patil is considered to be a good chasing ground. Are they going to do it? So that is why the women's cricket team are on the cusp of something historic. Because this Women's World Cup, you will see new World Cup winners for the very first time. South Africa have never won it. It's the first time they're reaching there. And India have also never won the World Cup, but they've been in the final three times. Now, there are not going to be that many changes in the India women's cricket lineup, but there are wishes pouring in from all over the globe. Celebrities have hailed Harmanpreet Kaur and her team, and also Gautam Gambhir, the head coach of the India cricket team, has mentioned that just enjoy the moment in a video message that is there. Lot of advertisements, lot of portals have given in their wishes for the India women's cricket team. The action will start at 2:30 and the match will begin at 3. And by the end of the day, let's see how this is happening. So, the India women's cricket team are all set for action. As far as the India versus Australia second T20I is concerned, we are going to look at India possibly looking to square the series. After their woeful display in Melbourne, India will now be desperate to level the series. And the problem is Hobart has got small boundaries and the weather is going to be very clear. You're not going to see that many weather interruptions in Hobart at this stage. But yes, India will be desperate to bounce back. So the first T20I was washed out. The second T20I, Australia had won it. The third T20I, let's see whether India can level the series at this point in time. And that is the reason why this was a particular problem. So, will India bounce back? That remains to be seen in the third T20I in Hobart. After that, you have a 4-day break that's happening. As far as other cricketing news are concerned, Kane Williamson has announced his retirement from T20Is, and that brings to an end a stellar career. 93 T20Is. He's now going to play mostly only two formats, but remember, he doesn't have a central contract. He's just there to ensure that, okay, whenever New Zealand cricket needs him, he is there. New Zealand also announced the squad for the 5 T20Is that they'll play against the West Indies. Remember, West Indies are coming to New Zealand for 5 T20Is and 2 tests. And in the 5 T20Is, Nathan Smith could get a debut. Kyle Jamieson has been included back. Ish Sodhi also comes back into the side at this stage. So New Zealand have made plenty of developments there as well. This is a really big situation in New Zealand. But Williamson retiring, it was not surprising. Maybe after the T20 World Cup, how would you continue playing until 2026? Plus, he had said that maybe he was not going to be back. So that's why Williamson retires from T20Is. Now, as far as the Pakistan versus South Africa match is concerned, Pakistan managed to register a big win. They have leveled the series with Babar Azam scoring a wonderful 50. So that's why Babar Azam's lean patch ended with a brilliant 50 that he made against South Africa. So that's why Pakistan, South Africa at this point, the series, if you look at it, South Africa somehow, some way have managed to botch this up in a big way. But you could see during the match that there was plenty of smog cover. The South African players were also complaining. And that's why when you look at it, the situation in the entire part of northern India is woeful at this point in time when it comes to pollution. So that is the way we are looking at it. So New Zealand versus West Indies, that series is going to come up. India versus Australia, the third T20I is going to take place in Hobart. And India women's team versus South Africa women's team. Although there is a lot of hype being created that, oh, Harmanpreet is in the wrong position. Maybe people who are standing to the, you may say, the left of the trophy have managed to lose, but nothing of that sort possibly could happen today. So Laura Woolward has said that we will want to silence the crowd, and that is one thing. She's evoked the memory of Pat Cummins. November, silencing the crowds. Where have we heard that before? As far as other sporting events are concerned, Divya Deshmukh is on the cusp of being eliminated from the Chess World Cup because she lost in her first game, and today she has to win to force the game into rapid tiebreakers. If that doesn't happen, then Divya Deshmukh will be the big casualty in this Chess World Cup first round itself. So that is something which he would want to avoid at this stage. In the Hilo Open 2025 badminton tournament, India's challenges ended. Lakshya Sen and everybody else, they all bowed out. Even Kiran George had bowed out earlier. Today, Unnati Huda lost in the semi-final, and that's why India's challenge in the Hilo Open 2025 badminton has ended with her loss to the number one seed at this stage in that particular tournament in the women's section. So, it's not good times for Indian badminton. We have just got about a couple of more tournaments before the year-ending championships. Let's see how that pans out in December at this stage. So that is the thing when it comes to other sporting events around the calendar. And Inter Kashi have been presented with a new I-League trophy after the CAS verdict. So that is another major thing that has happened in the world of football at this stage. Now I'll just take some comments. All the best to the India women's cricket team. Ankur Singh, yes, all the best. A billion prayers will be there. Samriddhas is pre-recorded. No Samriddhas, you can see live. It isn't pre-recorded at this stage. What is the weather of Navi Mumbai? Navi Mumbai, see, there is rain expected in the afternoon period. There is 63% chances of rain. But towards the evening time, it will improve. We've done the playing conditions. You can check it out on Sports Today as well. Ankur Singh, third T20I, sir, not second. Ankur Singh, I was saying that India lost the second T20I. The third T20I is today, but agreed, accepted. Freaking awesome. Hobart is the best batting wicket in the series. Not sure of Gold Coast as it's going to host the first international game for the first time. It's India's first game. And Aussies have 100% win record. Yeah, Australia played 5 T20Is and have never lost at Hobart. But maybe this is the streak. Yes, sir. West Indies are yet to win a single T20I game in New Zealand so far. Hope they receive the first ever T20I victory in New Zealand. Yeah, it's a shocking statistic. 10-5. That's what New Zealand have a record against West Indies at this point in T20I. So that is one major development that's there. After VK, what should be your order of Fab 4 and T20Is? Sports fan. After VK, what should be your order of Fab 4 and T20Is? Tough one. I can't think of anything at this point in time. It's like T20Is. Now we are focused on the Women's World Cup so much that we just don't know about the T20I thing. The T20I series has faded away into the backdrop. That's the problem. Why do you have to organize 2-3 matches at the same time? That is one thing which I will never understand the Indian broadcasters with, or the schedule with. So why couldn't you have made it on Saturday? You could have played on Saturday. Then Sunday you could have exclusively had only the Women's World Cup. I don't know. Maybe that's the decision which no one ever thought. No one ever thought that the India women's team would make it so far. So yes, today by Sunday you will probably revel that India have won the Women's World Cup for the first time, or there will be disappointment loading in November as well. So yes, it's a big day indeed for women's cricket. Can it become like the June 25, 1983 moment, or will it become something else? We'll all bring you the live updates of that particular game, as well as the India versus Australia third T20I. That's going to take place in Hobart. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this morning wrap. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.